Alright, so here I have my 1999 Ford Contour, and it's been misfiring on me pretty much for the last few weeks. Here's a check engine light. I keep getting a lean check engine light and the cylinder 4 misfire. Alright, so the first thing I do is I start removing the spark plug wire from the coil pack while the engine's running. And I don't want to do it too long because it's going to cause the engine to misfire if the cylinder is running correctly. But I'm looking and I'm hearing for the spark to actually come through. So I start testing cylinder by cylinder, and you can see and hear that as I take it out, the engine starts to struggle, and you hear the click of the coil pack. But when I remove that one, cylinder 4, nothing happens. No sound, no engine droop, nothing. So I know that a spark isn't getting into cylinder 4, which is causing my cylinder 4 misfire. At this point, I'm pretty sure I have a faulty coil pack, so I'm going to go about replacing it. I ordered one on Amazon for 18 bucks, shipped within 2 days. So step 1, remove the battery after wearing my gloves. I know I'm not using the perfect tool for this, but it works most of the time, so use whatever tools you have, or whatever tools can get the job done. Also ignore that wire right there. I replaced my own starter a few months ago. Didn't do it exactly right, but it works for now. Okay, so after you disconnect your battery terminal, put it aside. The coil pack actually only has 4 screws holding it in on each corner. You're going to need a screwdriver to take off the connector connecting to the coil pack. Once the connector's out, just set it aside. Next up, you're going to need a Torx bit. I think this was a T25 Torx bit. So the bolts are pretty far down, and I didn't have a screwdriver for this Torx bit, so I just connected it to my drill bit. Once I had all 4 screws out, I was able to take the coil pack out. I didn't immediately disconnect the spark plug wires because I wanted to have them in order when I plugged in the other one. I'm just going to reuse the same bolts that were on the existing coil pack. I plug the connector back in. It goes in pretty easily. And then I start transferring the spark plug wires in the same order in which they were before. I finish screwing in the 4 screws. Now it's time to connect the battery back up. I go to start the car now, and immediately it sounds much better. You go inside, you see that the check engine light's gone. So the engine is no longer misfiring. Pointed out right there. And you can also tell if it's misfiring or not from the exhaust pulses. So here you can hear a very even exhaust pulse. You can't physically feel it with your hand. I'll show before and after for the exhaust. And that's it. This is how you replace a coil pack on a 1999 Ford Contour to fix engine misfire.